taste your kiss, my heart beating so damn strong. And when I put my hands on you, I wanna make love to you all night long. Girl, it's you, baby. Get you off my mind. It's your sweet loving. Thinking about you.
Hi, I'm Richard, and we're at the Open Air Blues Festival in Brezoi, Vlcea. And with me is Khalif Wailin Walter
From Chicago.
from Chicago. And why do you love Chicago?
I love Chicago because it's the home of the blues. That's it. That's the motherland.
There are several homes of the blues.
Yeah, there's I guess the home of modern electric blues, Chicago. So yeah.
Okay. And what is the meaning of life?
47. Is it 47 or 63? Yeah, 47.
You started playing with cover bands and with rock bands.
Yeah.
What happened that you decided to write your own music and embrace the blues?
Yeah. Well, first, two-part answer. The first, a great. I'm the luckiest person on the planet. I was at a B.B. King concert. I ended up getting backstage, and B.B. King gave me a half an hour guitar lesson. And before that, I still am the biggest AC/DC fan on the planet. I love Van Halen. But after meeting B.B. King, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to play the blues. And what got me writing my own music was actually my time working with Lonnie Brooks. And the first sort of CD I guess I did, it really was a demo. It wasn't meant to be a CD, but it was a lot of covers. And Lonnie said to me, hey, good playing and good singing, but, I don't hear you. I don't hear your voice. And that's what really made me sort of dig in and start to find my own sound and my own place in this thing that we call Chicago blues. That was it. And since then, I love playing my own music. I mean, there's no better feeling than standing on a stage in front of 3,000 people hearing them sing Big Bootied Woman and knowing that you wrote it. It's a cool feeling,
How did that happen with B.B. King? It
was purely by luck. A friend of mine was a photographer with credentials, and he just asked, do you want to go backstage and meet him? And I was just floored from the concert.
How old were you then?
20, I think. It might have been 20, 21. I didn't start playing. I started playing guitar really late. I didn't start playing guitar until I was 17. And it's my fourth instrument. I started with clarinet, then saxophone, drums, and then I picked up guitar because I thought it could help me to meet girls. And just for you guys that are watching out there, it has absolutely no effect. It doesn't help. Forget it. You'll spend more time with the guitar and more money on the guitar than you will with women. So don't try it. Just trust me. Public service note.
We were talking about B.B. King.
B.B. King. Oh, yes, B.B. King. My friend, he got me backstage. He said, you want to go backstage? He handed me a bunch of camera bags and said, follow me. And we went backstage, and BB was sitting there, and there actually isn't one Lucille. There's a model of guitar that's a Lucille model, but it's not actually one guitar. And when he was sitting there, he had about 5 or 6 guitars sitting around him, and he had a few stools there. And he said, does anybody here play guitar? And my friend kind of pushed me out front, and I said, yeah, I play a little guitar. And he said, well, sit down, son. And then he just started showing me stuff, and I just kept asking him, well, how do you do that vibrato thing? Oh, like this. And well, how do you do that? And he just kept showing me stuff. So I got lucky. really, really, really lucky. So, yeah.
And who is Carl Weathersby?
Carl is a family member. Love Carl. I followed him around. He's sort of the guy that really brought me into this music. I was studying jazz music at Roosevelt University. I would never call myself a jazz player, but you couldn't get a degree in blues music. And so for me, university was during the day, studying during the day, and my real practicum was at night going out and hearing Carl. And I followed him around for years, probably like 2 years, especially with the Billy Branch Band. And I just watched and absorbed and got to hang out and see him as much as I possibly could, and he really brought me into a lot of. In school, you learn a lot of great things and a lot of great theory, but playing, you learn by being on the bandstand, and that's the way we learned in Chicago. We all learned, really. We went to the jam sessions. We got our asses kicked by, getting on stage with the guys from Coco Taylor's band, getting on stage with the guys from Buddy's Guys band, getting on the stage with the guys from Junior Wells band, and just getting your ass kicked every night. And that's how we learned, So it was the best teacher.
You've traveled the world. Are people the same all over?
Yeah. I personally don't understand what all the war and fighting is about. We all want to be healthy and happy, and give our kids the same things, and make sure that they're healthy and safe, and everybody wants the same thing, and especially this tour. I've been traveling a lot just in the last week, and I get to be part of the solution. I get to spread some love, bring everybody together while I'm standing on stage. Everybody's in with the groove, and nobody's fighting about religion or color of skin or different political views. We're all kind of just hanging out and I wish everybody would do more of that in life. And I get to travel around and do that with the guitar. So I think it's the most beautiful thing in the world. I'm very, very lucky to be able to do this. So yeah. Spread some positive energy for a change.
Where have you played in Africa?
Morocco and South Africa, and both incredibly different experiences. Just like traveling, if you're in the United States, if you're in New York is different than California. Chicago is different than Texas, and the same thing. Africa is not just one place. When you're in Morocco, it's a totally different world than being in South Africa, and so that was the first thing I learned. Is to kind of let go of my Western impressions of Africa. Africa is not Africa. It's not just one big place. It is one big place, but it's not one people. It's a multicultural place, and it's not this third world backwards ass country that everybody thinks it is. It's a beautiful place, man, and everybody should go visit it. And the food in Morocco.
This is your second time at the Open Air Blues Festival in Brezoi. My first question is, have you made any friends last year that you've kept in touch with?
Yes, I as a matter of fact, I have. Yeah, a few people. Raul's joining us on keyboards tonight. Raul played with just impromptu last year, and this year I called him, invited him. I was like, please come play again with it. We had so much fun, and just all the people here. This is a great festival, man. All the people that I met are wonderful. The interviewers, the promoter, the videographers, the photographers, the audience. It's a great festival, man. It's a really, really wonderful group of people, wonderful country, great place.
You were here last night. We both watched Beth Hart. How do you see this festival growing year by year?
That's what I was just talking to the guys as we drove in. This is amazing. Even just 1 year later, how much bigger and better everything seems to be getting, and wonderful job organizing. Mihai's done an incredible job here, and kudos to him. Hats off. I mean, if I had a hat, hats off to him. Wonderful job here. Yeah. And the quality entertainment. I mean, except for the fact that I'm here myself, I don't want to, but the quality of entertainment is getting better. It's a great festival. Yeah. It's nice to be part of watching it grow.
Okay, that's great. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I don't believe in luck. I think we work hard, and we're going to do well. We're going to get up, we're going to have fun, and hopefully the audience, you guys are welcome to come along with us. So.
And you should come on down to the Open Air Blues Festival in Brezoi, Vulture right now.